Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to give you a little virtual tour of a really cool store that I visited near Portland, Maine. This is Bull Moose Records. They're actually pretty much based in Portland, Maine, and this is the one store that's just to the southwest of Portland. I think they call this the Scarborough store, even though I don't think it's technically in Scarborough either. But in any case, this is one of several of their stores. They're kind of like a small chain of stores. I don't know how many stores they have, but it's like around 10 or so, something like that. And mostly based in Maine, but there are a few stores in New Hampshire as well. But this is a really cool chain of stores, one of my favorite that I've ever been to, really, that sells movies and CDs and basically all kinds of physical media. And the reason why it's my favorite is that they just have um, an absolute crazy assortment of stuff. A lot of, most of it is in really good condition. They have a whole bunch of like rare and uncommon stuff that is really hard to find anywhere, even sometimes online. And they also have brand new stuff as well. So um, it's just they have a lot of everything, and I really like this place. So I wanted to give you guys a little tour. And you just don't really see stores like this. They don't seem to be very common, at least not to this caliber, in my opinion, anyway. So here's just a tour of random things, and as you can see, I'm shopping in this video, so there's going to be some weird pause instances and stuff where I'm just kind of looking at stuff. But as you can see here, I'm kind of looking at their Christmas movie selection and CDs too, and they just have all kinds of stuff. And a lot of the kind of common stuff that you'd expect to see at like Walmart or wherever, but like just everything you could think of. They have just every, pretty much any Christmas movie you are looking for, they probably have it, and they have all like the different variations that have been released too, for the most part anyway. Because obviously they get in all kinds of used stuff, and they don't have everything that you're looking for, but they have so many different varieties, you're probably going to find what you're looking for. There was a title that I picked up there, Arthur Christmas 3D, and so that was a nice little find. And I think it was only like $7, which was a really good deal. Anyways, here's a look at some more Christmas movies. There was a Flintstones title there. They got all kinds of different variations of Home Alone. They got multi-packs and everything. They got The Grinch. Just all kinds of different stuff. So kind of just showing you guys some of the Christmas movies, just because that's what I felt like looking at when I was there. There was one that was out of place, the Bon Voyage Charlie Brown, but the rest of them are definitely Christmas titles. And so really cool. And I'll probably, let's see, I'm trying to think everywhere that I kind of showed you in this. It's kind of random. I didn't show every single aisle or anything, just because there's so much to look at, and I wasn't particularly interested in looking at every single thing in this store. But just mainly showing you guys the stuff that I was interested in myself, and then just a few other random things here and there. But you can see this massive wall of CDs, and here just taking a quick look at the country and bluegrass section, since that's kind of my favorite type of music. So taking a quick look at some of this stuff for myself. Not really, I don't think I really showed much detail here. And this video, by the way, was filmed in 2018. It was in August 2018, so it's a little bit old now. But so the stores might look just a tiny bit different, but I bet it's pretty much the same for the most part now in 2020. But you can see they got a bunch of records. You can see you can kind of see the size of the store too. It's quite large, and there's aisle upon aisle of things to look at. It's just really cool. So soundtrack, CDs, and then here I'm kind of showing off the DVD sections here. So the CD, I kind of showed you the CD section there, and then the Christmas section. So now this is where the movies are. So all kinds of movies, all kinds of DVDs, and they do kind of separate them by format. So you got DVDs and they got Blu-Rays and so on. And these are and they do separate them by, you know, sections like comedies and such too. And then here we got TV shows, and so yeah, all kinds of TV shows, just all kinds of varieties of things. And you can see like they had that 70s show there. Those were some of the original releases of that. And then here they got like a Star Trek collection of some sort. And that seems like kind of something that might be a little uncommon, those ones. I don't really know because I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but it just kind of shows, you know, some of the uncommon stuff that you really wouldn't expect to find anywhere else. And, you know, stores like this are so much fun because you run into things that you might not otherwise know existed. Like you can shop online and find everything that they sell in the store here. But, you know, that's kind of the perk of actually physically going to a store like this, is that you can actually discover things that you might not have even known existed. And you're like, wow, that looks awesome. And then you just pick it up and, you know, so that's pretty cool. And they do have some cool end caps here as well. Got some kind of adultish animated stuff. Ren and Stimpy, Family Guy, and so on. Kind of just sitting at an end cap. So if there's some awkward pauses in this video, it's just because I was shopping in this, and I just don't have a whole lot to talk about for every section. But yeah, here's just some more DVDs and such. We've got the horror movies over here, and I don't really care too much for horror movies myself, but just to kind of show you guys the section a little bit. I can't remember what was on that side there that I just showed, but all kinds of rows of movies. We've got some anime sitting on the end cap there. They have an entire wrestling section. Sports, all kinds of sports. Again, not something that I'm interested in, but for those who are, they got plenty of those titles. And this looks like kind of anime stuff, superhero stuff, all kinds of things. And then here I kind of skipped around a little bit. So this is the animated section. Of course, this is one of my favorite sections because I sure do love animated titles. Those of you who have followed my channel for a while know that I am a big nostalgic kind of person. I really enjoy collecting all the cartoons I watched when I was a kid and that sort of thing. So I spent quite a bit of time looking through this children's movie section. There's just so much animated stuff that they have here. You know, a lot of newer stuff too that I don't really care too much for, but you know, they have all that old stuff, all the old Nicktoons and Cartoon Network shows and older Disney and everything. It's all, you know, they have all kinds of titles here. And and this here is the Blu-ray section. They've got, you know, all kinds of different titles here as well. Mostly used stuff that, you know, they do sell a lot of used things that are in good condition. But they, you know, they sell brand new releases of things too, like I kind of said. So, you know, if you want to buy a brand new title, and literally you can go to this store instead of going to Walmart or Best Buy, like you can go there on release day, and they, you know, for the most part, they should have every single title that any of those big box stores will get, and not just animation, but like anything. So it's a really cool place. And here you can see they've got all kinds of TV shows, and these are all brand new and factory sealed, you know, just and reasonable prices too. They, you know, it actually depends the prices, whether they're a little higher or a little lower than some of the big box stores or online or whatever, but they're, you know, pretty much comparable from what I can tell. And then it, you know, just a really cool place overall. So looking at more DVDs here, children's DVDs. And sorry I was going so fast. It's kind of hard to see everything, I understand, but it's just, I was kind of shopping too, so. And here we've got some Peanuts stuff. You can see they've got just so many different, you know, so many different titles there. Rocky and Bullwinkle down here, and just other kinds of random things that, you know, you maybe weren't looking for, but you're like, wow, that's cool. I'm gonna pick that up. They got Rugrats. And what else do they have down here? All kinds of other Nicktoons and stuff here. They've got Out of the Vault. So there was a look at most of the children's, and I think there was one more that I looked at here. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I see there on top, Thomas the Tank Engine, and we've got a bunch of Disney Pixar titles there too, all the Toy Stories and that kind of stuff. VeggieTales, just everything you can think of. And here's some more Nicktoons. There's the SpongeBob section there, so lots of that. And so now kind of walking around again, this was a not a dump bin, but just like a display bin, so you can pick up some titles for a little cheaper. And this was the new release section, very briefly, kind of in the front of the store, so I went through it quick because there was employees around, but you can see some of the new releases at the time. And then just kind of a quick tour here, also showing that they have an entire video game section too. This place also sells books, and I think those were maybe some anime kind of books and stuff. I can't. It's hard to tell, but here you can see some video games. And video games, this isn't just like any mom and pop shop or anything. Not that I have anything against mom and pop shops. I think those are awesome. But this is like mom and pop shop and a GameStop kind of combined. Because if you want to buy used stuff, look at that. You've got used Game Boy Advance stuff. But then if you want to go and buy a brand new Nintendo Switch or a PS4, they've got that too, and they've got all the brand new games, and they're all pretty reasonably priced. You know, they're about the same, and I've seen a few that were even just a couple dollars less than you might find them at a Walmart or whatever. So it's just all kinds of stuff. Really cool place. And kind of getting to the end of the video, it comes to an abrupt end here just because I didn't, I was here to shop, not really to film, but I just wanted to get this little clip to kind of just show off this store because I just think it's so cool. And here's just a kind of a last look at everything. They've got some random multi-feature DVD packs and so on here, but just anything you can think of, they probably have it here at Bull Moose Records. And let's see, I think I'm getting to the end of the video. That's kind of the checkout area there. And there's a last glimpse at some 3D Blu-ray titles there. So that pretty much brings me to the end of the tour. Like I said, kind of an abrupt ending there because I was shopping around, and I think my phone might have died too. That was part of the reason why I had to end it so abruptly. But anyways, Bull Moose Records, if you guys are in New Hampshire or Maine, I highly suggest that you check out those stores if you're looking for some movies, CDs, or video games, or books, or anything of that sort. They have it all. And they also sell stuff online too. So I'm not really one to advertise for companies or anything like that, but this place is just so cool that I've done it already before, but showing off things that I've purchased, I've advertised this place. But I just wanted to show you the store because I just think it's such a cool place. So check out Bull Moose Records. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video.